One thing y'all gonna start doing is putting some respect on XRP's name, okay? And it's not gonna take long. I need you all to understand. If this is what we call a utility cycle, I need you all to understand exactly what utility means. It is when you put XRP to work, okay? How many use cases can it bring to the table, okay? How many ways can we distribute this asset and actually make either the institution or the infrastructure faster, cheaper, more efficient, right? What are the benefits of putting XRP or using XRP in particular? Okay, this is where you realize what utility is. All right, guys. But one thing you have to understand is that XRP, he's going to explain, it's a composable and a programmable asset, meaning that it can be used in so many different ways in comparison to some of the other tokens that you want to mention, okay? The significance of XRP in this EVM sidechain is being tied into the largest developer-friendly network called Ethereum, okay? Where we have the most smart contracts, where we have plenty of stable coins, right? We got plenty of new projects and developers coming here monthly, on a monthly basis, guys. Okay, it is the largest and the most developer friendly, meaning what? Many of these smart contracts that already exist, guys, let's just imagine, right, being able to utilize XRP through the Ethereum, on the Ethereum network, right? There's not much that you have to go through if is that accessible. Okay, XRP will be that accessible, and you'll be able to put it to work with all these new projects or whatever you're trying to do on the Ethereum network. You hear what I'm saying? So these things are what we call utility. Now ask yourself, has your favorite token been able to acquire, right, or at least be accessible as XRP? How many ways will it be utilized? This is utility, guys. All right. So check out this interview. Shout out my guy, Sensei Crypto, man. This is such a good interview, but check it out.
I did think this was a great clip. I did want to talk about this because people are underestimating the impact this is going to have to the XRP space. Let's play it.
With the XRP EVM, I think it is smart to move to the biggest ecosystem in the world, because what it does is it unlocks interest to a whole swath of Ethereum developers, right? The fact that you're built on an EVM enables that. XRPL EVM is built on Cosmos, and being built on Cosmos gives you access to something called the XLR bridge. The XLR bridge makes you cross-chain immediately. It's the XRP asset that makes the XRP EVM an exciting destination for development. The XRP asset itself is extremely unique relative to its peers. Why? First, it is pitched as a cross-border payment neutral asset. The one thing that it does that no other asset in the history of this space does is that it's stood up against the US legal system and won multiple times. And in doing so, it has an awe of credibility, more so than any other asset. But now that it's accessible on the biggest developer-friendly ecosystem in the world, takes XRP off its island, puts it into the biggest developer ecosystem, and allows this asset to flourish. The XRP asset itself is now programmable and composable, meaning it can be used in DeFi, meaning it can be used as a gas token, meaning it can be used in automation, interaction with smart contracts. This is just a better asset that can be used across a whole swath of chains, because the EVM exists, because it lives there. The world that we're going to is going to involve a bunch of autonomous agents, basically computer programs that are just operating, doing whatever it is that they need to do on their own. And the XRP asset can be the settlement asset that in which they transact with each other when doing their yield aggregation, paying for any type of online service, because it is a cross-border regional neutral asset that is now programmable, composable, and available everywhere. Start by thinking about how you're going to leverage that asset. Think about how you can leverage the RLUSD stablecoin, which again is an institutionally grade stablecoin that is backed by a compliant and legally sound organization behind it. So if you can find a specific use case for those two assets, 100% you have all the reason in the world to come and build on the XRPL EVM.
How could you not be bullish on the XRP ledger after hearing that clip? Oh my God, the EVM sidechain is going to open up possibilities that we haven't even imagined it. Liquidity, new developers. Anytime you have a new project building in the XRP space, they're going to need more XRP to facilitate whatever they're trying to do.